Hello guys, my name is Comfort and this is Bantu Page. So we all can agree that poor people have more babies and this population is not too good for Nigeria economy. So we're out with something today to ask people, do you think that poor people should be banned from having babies? Yes, I mean poor people should be banned from having children. Come with me, let's hear what people have to say about this.
Yes.
Why? I don't know human beings. They are human beings. Marriage is ordained by God. So marry whether poor or not poor.
The word bad from having children is like depriving them their rights to having children. It's a right. It's everybody's right to have children.
No, I don't think so. It's not proper. You cannot bound anybody from having a child, no matter the economic situation.
No, you can't ban them now. That is no, you can't ban. Just to limit the issue.
No, I disagree with that. No, they shouldn't be banned. Why? They are human beings like us.
They should not be banned.
No, the law say go to the world and multiply, whether they poor, whether they rich.
The problem is not poor people having children. It's not a problem at all.
We shouldn't be looking at that because people are already aware that it's not sustainable if they have too many children.
You should get married. If you are at the age of marriage, you get married. There's nothing like poor or rich. It's ordained by God.
If you don't have money, how can you train your child? Obviously, if you don't have any money to take care of your child will end up sleeping on under bridge and living the life that your father lived. By this, it's not allowed. If it's easy for them to ban poor people from having child, they should do that.
Government can make law. Because I think I remember that sometimes you go in China, there's a law that you should not have more than 2 children. I think I remember. If the law can stand its ground, they should let there be law. If you can only take care of one child, then you should have a child that you are sure you can be responsible for. You should not just be giving birth to children you can't take care of, because at the end of the day, those are the children that becomes problem to the community.
I remember when Babangida was saying, let's limit number of children. 4 children per family. People were crying. Why is he doing that? Today, is anybody crying? Everybody now knew it.
You should be able to paint for yourself. Know the number of kids that you want. I have 3. 2 boys and a girl. That's what I want for. It's what you call for, you get it. So you should be able to plan your life very well so that you can be able to train your children, not bringing children that you cannot afford to train, but at least you bring the children you can afford to train.
I don't even say anybody poor, because when you are poor, it's your mindset that make you to poor. Do you understand? Everybody is made to be rich, and everybody is made to have children.
They shouldn't be banned because they were created by God. Understand? Even though they have children, it's normal. Because it's destined to human being to have children, okay, whether poor or rich.
The reason why people do have more children, like in the past, so many Nigerians, the poor people, they depend on farming. So they have more kids so that they will be able to, assist them in their farming. But in the modern age, the economy, Nigerian economy is not that suitable for that kind of raising more children. So it will be better if the poor will cut, they should have a limit of having their children so that they will be able to cater and take care of them.
God created everyone in his own image, including the poor. And when God is saying that he has created us to replenish the earth and be fruitful, God knew that there were going to be some that would be poor. So God did not exempt them. So when you ban them, you are really, really telling God that God was a fool to make some people poor people. So there is a purpose for everything. Nobody planned to be poor, but just discover that you find yourself there. And does that now take life away? Should they now be committing suicide? Are they not human? You are tell me that poor people they are less than animals, even animals, because animals are even given birth and they are not working and they are living and they are reproducing. Now, when you now say poor people should not have children, you're telling to them that they are less than even animal. That's very, very unfair.
Even God himself never said we should ban from having children. God established the union of having children by saying go into the world and multiply. So in no circumstances should one say bound. You can't bound somebody from having child, because if they bound people from having child, maybe you yourself might not be here on earth.
But there should be a control.
Okay.
Yes, let's have a control, because you know we're human. You cannot deny one from putting to bed or what have you.
I want to emphatically state it very clear. The issue of having multiplicity of children has nothing literally to do with the poor. This is a societal disaster. You see, in a sane society, there is necessity for population control. Because in the absence of that, there is going to be a depletion of resources that particular nation, more precisely Nigeria, we have to suffer. The obvious truth is, you see, the responsibility of managing a larger population is really not something that should be encouraged, because whatever it is, you should not live above your means. So by the time you start bringing in a population that you don't have means to cater of, whether you have means or not is an issue, because it is not just about you, it's about society. And if the society does not have the enabling amenities to cater for the increased population, whether you are rich or you are poor, the society is bound to suffer a lot of hardship and difficulties.
The parents that have like 4 or 5 children must know that, okay, I'm able to give birth to 4 or 5 children, then I'm cater for them, you know, the education, their feeding and other things, instead of allowing them roaming on the street. Or you make them learn work. You understand me? Because if they learn work, they're more responsible. Because if they learn work, they'll be more skilled, that they can even go back to school, you understand? And allowing them roaming on the streets, you know, it's not good.
Do you think children are God gifts?
Of course, children are God gifts.
Like, so you think children are gifts from God?
Yeah, of course, I'm really sure of that. They are from God. They are not from human being.
So why, when they are coming, I think just give them what they need.
Okay, so in the case where if children are gifts from God, so before coming to this life, God should have prepared something for them.
You know, before somebody is given birth and coming to this world, God has destined anybody what he or she is going to be. You understand me? Apart from it, if God destined you to be a pilot, teacher, or a banker, you understand me? Apart from it, somebody needs to be prey. You understand me? It's good to be prey because of enemies, you understand me? Because sometimes when enemies see that this child is going to be great, they can do something evil to the child, okay?
So I don't support it that they should ban from having children. When God said every one of us, he created us the same way. So it's the blood that runs in the vein, in the body of the rich, that is run in the body of the poor. So don't tell me that you are going to ban what God has created, what God has planned. That means human being want to change it. You want to limit people. And you want to tell me that money is everything. Money is not really everything in the whole world. Some people are peaceful. Why some people gather their money in a very bad way and they could not sleep at night? And some of them are using the same money to nurse a very grievous diseases. And some have already carried a generational curses because the way they are getting the money, the way they are amassing the wealth is not right. Are you now telling me that poor people, because they want to live human, they should go ahead and go and get money anyhow, either ritualist or getting people money or duping people just because they want to look like human? That is very, very ungodly. And if we do that in this country, we are inviting the wrath of God.
God have already created the world and said how it is be, how it's going to be. And God have also told us, go and multiply. God is he has more than enough. He's an sufficient God. He has everything at his disposal. And that's why we call him Almighty God. The problem with especially Nigeria is we have a leadership crisis. It's a leadership crisis. Population cannot be the issue. But problem is that we have bad leaders. That we could like as leadership crisis. Just for instance, a certain group of people will start in a cycle in the meeting and begin to share the economy that have meant for the poor. And that's why you see if you go to Abuja or other cities, see a lot of thousands, millions of estates. It's just a group of people that's getting that money, disposing within themselves, and without caring for the common people. The problem is not beds. The problem cannot be beds, stopping the poor people. The thing is that, like in my church, I don't pray for Nigeria. What I remember telling Nigeria is that Nigeria, what they need to do is they do the right thing. If Nigerians do the right thing, they did not do the right thing. You and I, our incoming unborn children, we have access. We have more than access to the wealth of the nation.
See, there is something for everyone. As you are made for a purpose. I am made for a purpose. Do you understand? So, in anybody that God creates you with a destiny. Do you understand? So, every child that God brings to this world, God bring them for a purpose and for the reason. Do you understand?
We should have what they call child birth control. Maybe people that are not rich should, even the rich should have a kind of child control bet. Maybe yes, maybe 2 or 3, both the rich or poor.
Instead of barring them from having children because they are poor, you do something about their situation, because poverty is just a situation. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Poverty is a situation, so you take care of their situation and then, but if you want to do birth control as a whole, the word the poor being bad for having children should not come in.
And that's it, guys. So what do you think? Do you think that poor people should be banned from having children? Drop that in the comment section and don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting content. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.